just admiring your Christmas decorations, mate.
That's right.
It's looking very Santa's Winter Wonderland in here. Look at that, fella.
Gotta be done, hasn't it?
Oh, mine are already up. Right, been grinding hard today. Really, really hard. That was a little bit more droppy on the inside there. Not my best. I'm gonna give you this camera. Can you talk me through this? What I'm meant to do? Talk everyone through.
Everyone. Okay. We've had a couple of bits have dropped back into the old habit. So trying to make sure that you feel like the hips are turning just a little bit more in the backswing, which keeps you in your posture more.
Yeah.
And then on the way down, it feels like you are hitting more of a cut as a feeling, which gets the arm more out in front of you.
Or a slice.
Yeah. And then from there, making sure that the right palm feels like it's more down at the ground through impact, which helps keep that club face squarer. On like the numbers sort of in the background behind you, we can see previous 2 shots were really, really solid, but we were just struggling with a couple of the lefts when you came in.
Yeah. Couple.
Okay.
Man. Tell it like it is.
You were struggling with loads of lefts. Come on, I mean, I thought you were just going to keep coming in and just keep making progress all the time.
It doesn't happen like that, Dan, alright? Goals hard.
I had to do my job today, I had to work hard. I couldn't just have a brew and just have a chat and have a chin wag and catch up today. I had to do some work.
As well. Just getting that. That's it, it's a path straightened out loads.
Look at that massive over the top slice swing there, got you 0.1 out to win.
I know. Listen, I know this is champagne problems, and I know a lot of people out there are like desperate to have more of an inside path, but I just want to get it a little bit more neutral.
It was a slice swing 0.1.
It's left, isn't it?
Yeah, 0.1.
What's the issue? It's miles left. Run out of time a little bit, so I'm gonna basically do a bit of a voiceover and a reconvene after Dan sends this through, who's shown exceptional patience with me today. It has to be said. Pull by the hands into that right hip, moving down, out and over the top, feeling like the chest is pressing down on the ball, turning as much as humanly possible, keeping that palm down, swinging it off to the left hand side. Easy. Right guys, welcome down to the Quest for the Open vlog this week, and we start in Preston, my old hometown, and yes I know, the moustache is looking absolutely wonderful. I've had a lesson with Dan this morning, really grinding hard on my swing. All the Christmas decks are going up. The same nativity's been here since I was a kid. Couldn't wait to leave Preston when I was a kid, but it certainly picked up a lot in the last few years, and I'm going to go see one of my mates who's sorting out the logos and stuff for the Swing Quest book, which is, yeah, coming along nicely. Well, I'll say coming along nicely. It's now done. Now just figuring out how to release it and what day to get it out on. What used to be Tokyo Joe's. You'll notice the moustache is gone. I have shaved, well I've trimmed. And the reason I was doing the moustache as well, guys, remember, it was for Movember. So Movember is a charitable organisation here in the UK and worldwide which promotes men's health. And some of the stats about men's health are exceptionally worrying at times. So every minute, so by the time you've watched this little segment of the video, a man would have committed suicide. So what that means is that every minute of every day, there's someone out there who thought that the best way out of their depression, the best way out of how they were feeling was to take their own life. It's a tragedy and it's a shame that more is not being done. So that's the reason that I was sporting that in November. That's the reason that I had that moustache, to try and promote that little bit of awareness. So go to the Movember website, check more out, find out more about this charity, find out more about the work that they do. I would really appreciate that. The weather has turned rather wintry. We've been so spoilt this year by the amazing summer that we've had, especially here in the UK. It's been, I will be telling children, in many years' time, I'll be like, oh, you weren't here. You weren't here for the summer of 2018. You don't understand what hot was. I'm kind of looking forward to being an old man. I'm pretty much there, mentally anyway. But what it means is when the weather turns like this, there's no real comps that I can play in locally. So this is going to be the last Quest for the Open vlog this year, unfortunately. But it's been a good run, I would say so far, and it's going to restart in the new year as I start to play that a little bit more as well. Just to recap on the lesson that I had with Dan, I could not figure out a swing change that I was trying to do in that lesson. Normally, I'm pretty good. I am very adaptable, so if I do want to put something into my swing, after half an hour or so, I can kind of get the feeling, I can exaggerate it. Not this time. It took a good hour and a half to get any of the feelings that we wanted to do, which is unusual because I've been in the swing positions before. So technically I'd already been there. It was just a little bit frustrating. However, we got there in the end, and then the range practice the other night was much more positive. Over the last few weeks, I've been striking it very, very poorly. So what I've learned the most of is that getting lessons, working on your swing, even if it's via video and you're working on your own game via YouTube instruction, which obviously is here and it's available for free. So if you can do that and you're wise enough to know what to work on, then absolutely fantastic. But working on that stuff, grinding that stuff, working like a demented beaver building a dam, that is essential because you're building the blocks of success, you're reworking and rewiring how you actually move the golf club. But I did this when I was young. So when I was 16, 17, I got down to 4, and I've not been playing the game that long. I only really took it up about 13. I worked incredibly hard on my swing at the range. I worked harder in that summer when I just left school, when I had that little bit of time, than probably I'd ever worked before. And that year my handicap went up. Because what I didn't realize is that working on technique, grinding on technique as hard as you can, that doesn't prepare you to play. That just prepares you to practice. And it's something this year that I've relearned. Now bear in mind that I'm a golf coach, and when I'm talking technique, all day, it's very hard for me to switch off. If I hit a bad shot, I want to understand why, and I do get over analytical. Block practice is important, but condense that block practice down. Work on it super hard in short bursts. Really grind at it. A practice block session, if you're standing there hitting 200 balls or more, that's too much. You're gonna switch off, your brain's gonna melt. It's the ability to have randomized, pressurized, and measured practice. Those are the 3 pillars that you really need to build practice around much, much more. And I'm gonna be doing that much more moving into next year. So if you remember the practice diary that I started to do and just kind of started to wane away from, I'm going to be doing that in earnest next year. And of course, I'm going to be doing much more videos around that. So to sum my year, Quest for the Open, obviously I didn't get through first stage, that was the goal. That is still my goal for next year, moving into 2019, to get through that first stage. I feel so much more comfortable and confident about doing that now. I feel that my game at this moment is at a level where I could get through that first stage. I know that it is not at the level where I could get through second stage. Absolutely nowhere near at this moment, because they shoot very low scores under a lot of pressure. So I've yet to figure that out. I've yet to learn that. But remember, this is a quest, it's a journey. It is the process of trying to get better, and I'm really excited about it. I've also got a little bit more free time now. The Swing Quest book is done, which is fantastic. Really excited about you guys reading that. That is very technique based. So remember, bear in mind what I've just said. I do mention it in the book about how technical practice and randomized practice and all the rest of it does need to be incorporated. But yeah, that's gonna be out on the 10th of December. It's gonna be on ebooks, and I'm excited and I'm nervous. Obviously, I've never done anything like this before. So guys, thank you so much for watching Quest for the Open videos this year. It's been a hell of a run once more. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on my other social media platforms as well, which are all linked in the description below. I'll see you all again next time. Stay tuned, there's gonna be loads of videos coming, loads of giveaway videos as well coming over Christmas. And yeah, see you soon.